Welcome back to Old Guy REI. In this episode of Work Van Confessions, I'm going to chat about a topic that's popped up in the last few days. And this isn't relationship advice or anything like that, but my wife Cynthia got me thinking about how other people in the group are managing their day-to-day real estate investing journey, and whether or not their spouse or partner is on board with the idea. I've heard, some people say like their partner doesn't really have an interest in real estate investing. Some partners maybe haven't even really gotten interested in the idea that they could retire early. Maybe they don't want to retire early. And it seems like it could be a little bit lonely for the other partner who's trying to build a portfolio to benefit their situation and probably their family's situation. And to be going on that journey alone seems a little daunting. My wife reminded me that we really need to lean on each other. Like I lean on my wife. I have a bad habit of trying to take on everything and carry all the weight myself. But she's really supportive, and especially, most of you know our journey where we had tried to purchase rental properties back in the early 2000s. We pulled equity out of our primary to buy a couple, didn't know what I was doing. We lost those, went through bankruptcy in 2010, and then just recently in 2019 we started learning again, or I started learning again, because it was super important to me because I didn't have a retirement. And rental properties I thought would be the best way to build at least a small portfolio that could help us in our retirement years. And I have to give Cynthia a lot of credit, because I think if it were the other way around and she had tried something that didn't work and we went through bankruptcy, I don't know if I would have been okay with trying that same thing again. But she trusts me. I know that. It's been evident over the years, and we actually just celebrated our 26th wedding anniversary. Well, I celebrated. She might have a different word for it, because any of you that know me know I can be a little bit high maintenance. So I give her a lot of credit for sticking around all this time. But getting back to another couple in a different position, if I were trying to build a rental portfolio and Cynthia wasn't all the way on board, I would really have to lean on this group that we're in, with Zuber and Dion and Matt and all the friends that we've made in the group, and being able to share our experience with them, ask questions, talk about mistakes we've made, things like that. And one thought I had was maybe the spouse or the partner doesn't think we're really serious about the journey, so it might take a little bit of time to build up that trust or confidence that they need to start to get on board. And I've done that in the past too, where I've started something I was really interested in, something for a while, and then it kind of fizzled out. But I think over these past few years I've been able to show that I am super dedicated and I'm all in, and that might help someone else, to show their partner or wife or husband or whoever it is that you're serious about it, and then later on you might be able to share the positive things that you think the portfolio is going to bring for you and your family, and that might help them to start listening and to start, maybe they don't have to participate, but we've also talked about, maybe someone who is building a portfolio and their other half is not on board, and something happens to the investor, like they die or get injured or whatever, then there's this portfolio that the other half doesn't know what to do with, doesn't know who to call, doesn't know who to ask for help, things like that. And that's been one of the really positive aspects about being in this group is, we've made a lot of great friends. And I think if something happened to me, Cynthia knows enough people that she could reach out and get help if she needed to. So that's been one of the most positive things that's come out of this whole process. And hopefully, if you're in that kind of a situation, there's a lot of us out here that you can call anytime or email, or there's so many ways to get a hold of different people that I hope that you will. And then hopefully in time, our better halves will join us on the journey. So I hope that for you, and hope that they can see what you're trying to build and why you're trying to build it. Like with ours, I've said before, we're a little bit later on in the journey as far as age. We're closer to retirement age, so we can't obviously retire early. But with the portfolio that we're able to build now, we'll have a better retirement years. I really, thinking about how much we would get from Social Security, and if that's all we had, it would be a pretty bleak situation. So I'm thankful that we were able to get started again, and our later years are going to be much better than they would have been.